Hi, my name is Lisa Abellera. I am a literary agent with Kimberley Cameron and Associates. We are a Bay Area literary agency located a few miles north of the Golden Gate Bridge. We have been around for over 50 years. We were previously the Reese Halsey agency, and then a few years ago we changed it to Kimberley Cameron. I have been with Kimberley since 2013. I've been an agent for the last going on 4 years. I represent a wide variety of fiction. I recently sold a book to Black Opal called Dark Side, so I'm really, really proud of that. I'm a talented author, D.C. Mallory. But at the conference, I will be teaching 2 workshops. On Friday, I'll be teaching a workshop called Introduction to Publishing, a primer on publishing and querying agents. I explain what a literary agent does, along with advice on finding and querying agents. I explain the elements of a query letter, steps in writing a persuasive and memorable query pitch. On Saturday, I will be teaching a workshop called Getting More Out of Social Media, New Ways to Query and Pitch Your Book. And in that class, I introduce authors to new ways, and I want to say additional ways, to pitch and query your books, but this time using social media. I go through a PowerPoint presentation providing in-depth information on how authors can participate on online query contests and Twitter pitch parties to get an agent for their book. And I go into what these contests are, what they entail, when they are, who to follow, and then how to really craft a really good, effective 280 character pitch. And in both classes, I do include handouts. And then other than that, I know I'm doing 2 other panels. The first one I know I'm doing with called Using Professionals to Succeed with T.G. McKay and Lori McLean. I'm not sure yet what the second panel will be, but I imagine it'll be about craft of writing or an aspect of publishing. So I'm really looking forward to it.
Thank you, Lisa. Lisa, why should someone, a writer, anyone for that matter, come to a writers' conference?
Well, from my perspective, I really feel that conferences are a great place for authors to network, to connect with their fellow writers, to get into that writerly community. A lot of writers aren't as lucky as some of us in some areas where we have a literary or artistic community, and so conferences are the only way that they can connect. And I really feel that they are a way to sort of start educating you in the business of writing. There is as well as the craft of writing. And so if you've written a book or just about completed your book, conferences are great for finding resources, for talking to publishing professionals, a great way, like I said, to connect and connect into the writing community, which is where you really need to be.
Thank you. Lisa, why should a writer come to the Central Coast Writers Conference?
Well, I'll have to say, I had to confess, the Central Coast Writers Conference is probably one of my favorite conferences. I think I end my sort of conference season with Central Coast Writers Conference because it's just a wonderful way, a wonderful group of people, and it's, like I said, it's a wonderful way to end my conference season. But what I really love, for me personally as faculty, I love Terry, who is the organizer, and she takes really great care of us. I have to emphasize that it's so organized and so well run that like I said, it's become one of my favorites. But I love one of the things I really love about this particular conference is it has a more, I'm going to say, focus on education, and it could be because it's connected with the college, but there is more emphasis, I feel like, on the education of craft. And there is certainly workshops and classes that you can learn more about publishing and definitely pitch and connect with agents. they also do, and I'm doing critiques as well. So it's a great way to get that one-on-one. But like I said, I love the Central Coast because of its emphasis on education, its focus on the author and your career as an author. And plus, you just can't beat the location. It's one of the best locations. I have to say, my favorite location. So anyway, I recommend it to everybody. And they usually have some classes or panels, depending on, that will match whatever track you're following or whatever sort of level of writing that you're at. And I can't speak any more effusive.
Thank you. Yeah, I agree with you about Terry. I don't think it's actually related to the college as such. That's the venue, and they're very wonderful people.
Okay.
But I think she has this global view of an author that they begin and that they don't. They must know every aspect, and she feels that with as many tools to put in their writing kit as they go out, the crafting, the publishing, the ways to get themselves onto the market, and as you say, there's a panel to follow up, just to end it all very nicely with a discussion. And I just think that she's very good at putting that stuff together into a package where someone can come in virtually as a beginner.
Yes.
And go out feeling that, I can do this.
Absolutely.
Tell me about your Scribe Tribe.
My tribe is my fellow agents at Kimberley Cameron and Associates. I love working there, and I love all the women that I work with, and they are, as my boss would say, fierce, strong women. We are passionate about our projects and our authors, and they are just an amazing group of agents, and I think it's because of that that passion that they have, and the deep compassion that they have for their authors and their authors' careers, that I've been able to thrive there. I mean, they have such integrity about their work. We are so supportive of each other. We celebrate each other's successes, and we cheer each other on. And so I really do count myself lucky to be among that tribe.